It was like, God. And I still look at that, I think about it. You know?
The Bible speaks to that as well.
Yeah, I know that was an angel. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I gave him the money, and I turned around. That man was nowhere in sight. I even drove around trying to see where he go.
I forget the scripture, but it says to that sometimes you'll entertain angels. I forget what scripture it is. I can look it up. But it says that to be cautious because you may be entertaining an angel. And it's just a reference to, I think the context was like if you were to do something nice for somebody, that you should be cautious not to do somebody wrong, because you never know if you're entertaining an angel at that point.
That reminds me of the time when, so before he started going to our old church, there was this lady who would help out like in the children's ministry. So one time she said she was going off of to the Taco Bell on like North Main Street, and there's like a bunch of homeless people usually there. So one time it was raining really hard, and she had gotten there, and this man was outside, and he was like, "Oh, like I need a jacket." And she had some in the back of her car, but she didn't know him, and she was like old, so she was like, I don't want to like give him one, and then him really want something else. So she left, right? And then she felt bad, and she went back to find him, and she said he had disappeared, like he wasn't there, he was gone. She went like blocks and blocks, like she constantly kept looking for him. She said she walked around, she drove for like an hour and a half, and she never found him again.
Yeah, and it was dark time when that day ran. It was at night.
Yeah.
That's why I got in the car and I just rolled the window down just a little bit. But it was at night.
Yeah.
And he wasn't real dirty. I kept thinking this. He wasn't really dirty, but he was like, trying to get something to eat. Like I was, And that was something else.
Yeah.
That was something else. Yeah, I know.
Anybody got anything else to add? All right, let's get back to the story. So we were talking about the guy, from the Gadarenes. They call him the guy from the Gadarenes that was in the cemetery, right? So one thing we got to think about. So we know the guy was demon possessed, right? Because the Bible tells us he was. But think about this. This is the question we need to ask, is what led up to the possession? That's something interesting to consider. What led to this guy's possession? Was he living a life of sin before he got possessed? Was he involved in homosexuality? Was it idolatry? Was it pride? Was it witchcraft? Was it word curses? What led him to having over 1,000 demons in him? You get what I mean? Because he didn't start out like that. He had to get to that point.